John Cena sits in a Hollywood boardroom, looking at box office numbers. Peacemaker Season 2, Fast X, Anka was filmed, where Clint Eastwood became Dirty Harry, where The Rock built his empire, and where John Cena just got told something that changes Hollywood's power structure. The studio executive slides a folder across the mahogany table. International box office projections, streaming numbers, social media engagement metrics, merchandise sales. Every metric Hollywood uses to measure star power. And for the first time in a decade, John Cena's numbers are higher than Dwayne Johnson's. Not by a little. By 23%. Cena stares at the numbers. Can't quite process them. The Rock has been Hollywood's highest-paid actor, the most bankable star, the sure thing. Studios literally greenlight projects because his name is attached. He's not just a movie star. He's an industry, a billion-dollar brand. Tequila company, energy drinks, football leagues. The hierarchy of power in Hollywood, as Rock loves to say, has been clear for years. He's at the top. Was at the top. The executive, a woman in her 50s who's been doing this since the 80s, watches Cena's reaction. She's seen this moment before. When one star eclipses another. When the torch passes whether anyone wants it to or not. When Hollywood's tectonic plates shift and suddenly someone who was second is first. The Peacemaker numbers are unprecedented, she says. For a TV show to outperform theatrical releases in overall engagement. And Fast X, despite the reviews, your scenes tested highest. Higher than Vin. Higher than Jason. The audience comes for you now. Cena's mind goes back. 2011, WrestleMania 27. The Rock returns after 7 years in Hollywood. Cena's in the ring, the face of WWE, the guy who stayed, who carried the company while Rock chased movie roles. Rock's music hits. The crowd loses their minds. 20,000 people chanting Rocky. And Cena standing there, realizing he'll always be second to the guy who left. Rock cost him the match that night. Rock bottom on the mat. The beginning of their feud. A year of promos. A year of Rock calling him a corporate puppet. A wannabe. A dollar store version of a real star. Words that cut because part of Cena believed them. Rock had the charisma, the look, the it factor. Cena just had work ethic. But work ethic compounds. 2013, Cena ventures into movies. The Marine, 12 rounds. Direct-to-DVD action films. The kind Rock did before becoming The Rock. Critics destroy them. Audiences ignore them. Studio executives pat him on the head. Stick to wrestling, John. Not everyone can do what Dwayne does. Rock's trajectory seemed untouchable. Fast 5. Jumps from 15 million per film to 20 million. San Andreas. Jumanji. Suddenly he's making 40 million plus back end. Every movie opens #1. Even the bad ones make money. He becomes producer. Executive producer. Builds $7 productions. Controls his narrative. Controls his empire. Meanwhile, Cena takes smaller roles. Trainwreck. One scene. But he's funny. Unexpectedly funny. Amy Schumer tells everyone who listen, John Cena's a comedy genius. He just doesn't know it yet. Blockers. Supporting role. Steals every scene. The Suicide Squad. James Gunn sees something others don't. Gives him Peacemaker. A character that shouldn't work. A jingoistic, emotionally damaged anti-hero who cries to hair metal. But it works because Cena makes it work. Because he's willing to be vulnerable. To be the joke. To show weakness. Things The Rock won't do anymore. Can't do anymore. Rock's brand is invincibility. Black Adam has to be the strongest. Hobbs has to win every fight. The Rock has to be The Rock. The phone buzzes. That message. Congratulations. Cena knows Rock's seen the numbers. The trades are already writing about it. John Cena dethrones Dwayne Johnson as Hollywood's most valuable WWE crossover. The Cenation takes over Tinseltown. From you can't see me to you can't ignore him. 10 seconds pass as Cena stares at the message. 10 seconds where 20 years of competition, resentment, respect, and complicated brotherhood crystallize into this moment. Rock typing those 15 letters was probably the hardest thing he's done in years. The acknowledgement that the hierarchy of power has actually changed. That the guy he called a poser is now the pose maker.
Cena types back. Thank you. Dinner? 3 dots appear. Rock is typing. Stops. Typing again. Finally. Tonight. Mastro's. 8 p.m. Mastro's Steakhouse, Beverly Hills, where Hollywood deals are made, where Rock held court for a decade. His table, his spot, his kingdom. And now he's inviting Cena into it. Not as a subordinate, as an equal. Maybe more than equal. That night, 8 p.m. sharp, Cena arrives. Rock's already there. Corner booth. The power table. He stands when Cena approaches. They shake hands. Firm. Professional. 20 years of history in that grip. They sit. Rock speaks first. I was wrong about you. Cena waits. I thought you were. Rock pauses, choosing words carefully. I thought you were trying to be me. Follow my blueprint. WWE to Hollywood. Action hero. Franchise leader. I thought you were a copy. I was, Cena admits, at first. But you became something else. Something I couldn't be. What's that? Vulnerable. The word hangs between them. Vulnerable. The thing Rock trained himself never to be. Not after growing up with $7 in his pocket. Not after failing at football. Not after being booed out of arenas as Rocky Maivia. He built armor, became the Rock, created an impenetrable brand. But Cena stripped his armor off, showed his flaws. His dad character in Blockers teaching his daughter about sex. Peacemaker crying in his tighty whities. The willingness to be laughed at, not just with. The thing modern audiences crave. Authenticity. Even if it's scripted authenticity. Black Adam, Rock says quietly. $900 million production. Marketing. Everything. Made $400 million worldwide. Lost money. Cena doesn't respond. Everyone knows Black Adam failed. Rock's passion project. His attempt to build a DC universe around himself. Studio politics. Creative differences. Test audiences rejecting his invincible superhero in favor of more complex characters. Peacemaker, Rock continues. Fraction of the budget. Bigger cultural impact. More viewers. More engagement. More everything. It's not a competition, Cena says. Rock laughs, short, sharp. Everything's a competition. That's what made us who we are. Me competing with Austin, you competing with me. That drive, that need to be number one. I never wanted to beat you, Cena says. I wanted to be you. And now you've passed me. The admission costs Rock something. You can see it in his face. The guy who maintains image control over every photo, who manages every narrative, who admits no weakness. Just admitted he's been surpassed. It's not about passing, Cena says. You built the road. Fast and Furious was nothing before you joined. You showed WWE guys could be leading men, not just action stars, movie stars. Without you, there's no me. Rock processes this, the gracious response, the humility.
Things he wouldn't have said in Cena's position. Couldn't have said. Rock would have spiked the football, celebrated, posted about it. The hierarchy of power has changed. But Cena's different. Always has been. The Marine who salutes. The Make-A-Wish record holder. The guy who learned Mandarin to expand WWE's market. The worker. The soldier. Never the coolest. Never the most charismatic. Just the most consistent. You know what the difference is? Rock asks. Between you and me in Hollywood? Cena waits. I became a movie star who used to wrestle. You became an actor who happens to be John Cena. They're not casting wrestling's John Cena anymore. They're casting John Cena the performer, the comedian, the actor. You transcended the thing I've been running from for 15 years. It's true. Rock distances himself from WWE when it suits him. Shows up for Mania paydays and Hall of Fame speeches, but keeps the brand separate. Dwayne Johnson, Hollywood star. The Rock, wrestling legend. Two different entities carefully managed. But Cena integrated everything. Never ran from wrestling. Never apologized for it. Made it part of his Hollywood persona. The dedication, the work ethic, the respect for the audience, the willingness to take bumps literally and figuratively. Hollywood respected that. Audiences respected that. James Gunn wants me for the DCU, Cena says. Multiple projects, building around Peacemaker. Rock's jaw tightens slightly. His DC dreams ended with Black Adam. Now Cena's building what Rock wanted. The franchise, the universe, the centerpiece role. That's great, Rock says. Means it, mostly. He wants you too, Cena adds. Different character. Says the DCU needs both of us. Rock looks surprised. You talk to him about me? Every chance I get. Like you talked to studios about me back in 2018, when I couldn't get arrested in Hollywood, when everyone said I was too wooden, too wrestling. You made calls. Don't think I didn't know. Rock's quiet. He did make those calls. Quietly. Behind the scenes. Told producers to give Cena a shot. Told directors he had more range than people realized. Told studios that hiring Cena meant accessing the WWE fan base, the global audience, the international markets. Did it because despite everything, the competition, the rivalry, the resentment, they're brothers in a way only people who shared that ring can understand. We're not enemies, Rock says finally. Never were. No, we're not friends either. No, we're something else. Yeah. They sit in silence. Two men who've reached heights few ever will. Who've transcended professional wrestling, who've conquered Hollywood in different ways. Rock with overwhelming force, Cena with relentless persistence. The immovable object and the unstoppable force finally at rest. I'm 51, Rock says. My body's breaking down. Can't do the action like before. Insurance costs are insane. Studios nervous. Starting to offer me dad roles, mentor roles, the roles Stallone takes now. You've got 10 more years minimum. Not at the top. That's yours now. Enjoy it. Protect it. Don't let them change you. They tried. Failed. Good. The waiter approaches, recognizes them both, tries to play it cool. Fails. Asks for a photo. They oblige, stand together, smile. The photo will go viral. Rock and Cena together. Speculation about projects, about feuds, about everything except what it really is. A passing of the torch nobody planned. After dinner, they walked to their cars, matching black SUVs, different drivers, different destinations, different futures. "John," Rock calls out. Cena turns. "You earned this. Don't let anyone tell you different. Not the critics, not the studios, not me. You earned every bit of it." Cena nods. "Dwayne." Rock looks at him. "The hierarchy of power in Hollywood." Rock smiles, knows what's coming. His own catchphrase about to be used. "Has room for both of us." Rock laughs, real laugh, not the movie star laugh. The kid from Hawaii laugh, the wrestler laugh. The laugh before he became The Rock. They drive off in different directions. Rock to his mansion in the hills, Cena to his modest house in the valley. Rock to his tequila empire and football leagues, Cena to his next day's 4 a.m. workout and afternoon Make-A-Wish visit. Two different paths that started in the same ring and somehow led to the same pinnacle. The trades will write about box office numbers, about franchise wars, about who's winning and who's losing. But they'll miss the real story. Two kids who dreamed of being larger than life, who became exactly that, who competed fiercely and respected each other quietly, who proved that there's more than one way to conquer Hollywood. The next morning, Cena's phone buzzes, Instagram notification. Rock posted the photo from dinner. The caption: "There's no ceiling when you're built different. Congrats to my brother at John Cena on the success. The hardest worker in the room meets the hardest worker in Hollywood. Great things ahead." Cena reposts it, adds his own caption. "Learn from the best. The great ones set the bar. I'm just trying to reach it. Respect always." The internet explodes. Speculation, theories. Are they doing a movie together? Are they friends now? Is this real or PR? They don't understand what they're seeing. A competition ending not with defeat, but with evolution. A rivalry transforming into legacy. A torch being passed and shared simultaneously. In his office, Cena looks at the folder again. The numbers, the metrics, proof that he's won. But winning feels different than he thought it would. Not like vindication, like responsibility. The Rock opened the door. Cena walked through it. Now he has to hold it open for whoever comes next. His phone rings. James Gunn. "Did you talk to Dwayne?" "Yeah." "And?" "He's in if you want him." "Do you want him? It's your universe now." Your universe. The words would have meant everything 10 years ago. Now they just mean more work, more pressure, more responsibility to get it right.
Yeah, I want him. Different knows different. What does that mean? Inside joke. Between you and The Rock? Between me and Dwayne. The distinction matters. The Rock and John Cena were rivals. Dwayne Johnson and John Felix Anthony Cena Jr. are something more complicated. Two men who understand the weight of being larger than life, who know the cost of being superhuman, who've learned that the only competition that matters is with yourself. Later, Cena texts Rock. "Thank you for the calls in 2018. Rock responds immediately. "Thank you for not giving up. Never have. Never will. Can't see it happening." People's eyebrow raised. They're quoting their own catchphrases now, the scripts they lived by for so long. But there's warmth in it, acknowledgement, the understanding that they're the last of their kind, the final two who made the impossible journey from squared circle to Hollywood's A-list. The hierarchy of power in Hollywood hasn't just changed, it's evolved. And both men are still standing at the top, just looking at different horizons. That night, Cena lies awake thinking about the moment. 10 seconds that redefined 20 years. Rock's congratulations wasn't just about box office numbers. It was acknowledgement.
Validation. Permission to stop chasing shadows. Permission to be John Cena, not the next Rock. And maybe that's the real victory. Not surpassing Dwayne Johnson, but finally becoming himself.